Another show, another week to go completely in to our topics.
In.
Ain't that right? Ain't that right, fellas?
Yeah. Going deep.
Yeah. Deep.
Deep.
You actually named the podcast Deep.
I wasn't joking.
Oh God, he actually made the Deep. Holy shit.
I wasn't joking.
Deep.
Deep.
Deep. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the IMO Podcast, the only podcast that, let's face it, talks about nothing. We don't know what the fuck we're doing for real. The only thing we know is that when we talk about these topics, we're gonna be real deep in them topics. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
I knew you were gonna say that.
I mean,
I just
imagine going shallow in your topics. Nah,
we get deep.
we get deep in those topics. We go deeper than any other show that you know. Well, there's probably a couple that goes deeper than us, but we ain't gonna talk about them shows. We talk about our show right now.
Yeah, TMZ is pretty invasive, aren't they?
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh no, he went to the dark side.
I don't know this nigga.
Wait, what? No, I was giving an example.
I know.
The dark side.
Right. It's got Star Wars thing.
The dark side.
Dark Side's actually pretty lit. You get better weapons. You get red lightsabers.
Yeah, but you went to
You get
the
to fuck bitches.
you went to the bad. Yeah, you do get to do that too.
I mean, they had me when you
went
shoot
to the-
lightning on your
You went
fingers.
to the bad side of the dark side.
The bad side of the dark side.
With the bad bitches, right? Yeah.
Nah. You
See,
went
Maurice is
with-
optimistic. I like it.
You over there with the you over there hanging out with Harvey. Damn, I don't know his last name. Shit. Y'all know who I'm talking about though.
Nope.
Harvey
You
and
said
that-
Harvey. I know Harvey
Nope.
Dent.
Okay. The main host and that other black guy who sometimes
Steve
hosts the show when Harvey's not there.
Eric Andre.
No, nigga, what?
Andre's a good host, I think.
No. Eric Andre has never hosted TMZ.
Oh, TMZ.
What do you
I don't know where you.
I didn't know you meant TMZ.
Yeah, because you said something about TMZ. That's why I said you went to the
Yeah.
dark side. We
I'm
don't
not
talk
going.
about-
Well, if I go to the dark side, it's switch to TMZ.
Yeah, that's bad. That's the bad side of the force.
We have to know what's bad to know what's good. Am I right?
I
Am I
mean,
wrong or am I wrong?
All right, nigga. It's not that
is it sad that he's got a point though?
deep.
This is
Guys,
deep
if you're
shit
listening
right
to the
there.
show, and I know you are, because you're listening to the show. My name is Andre. I'm usually the host. I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Maurice and Jared. I just introduced both of them. Guess which one is Maurice and guess which one is Jared. I don't think you ever do people know our voices by now?
I feel as though too.
Did they ever mistake me for Maurice?
Why would they?
Like,
Damn. Tell him,
that nigga-
Maurice. Tell him again.
That nigga Maurice loafing today. God damn.
I'm hungry. What? Loafing? I don't
What?
do that. I'm on the dark side.
He said he's on the dark side. Don't make me choke your ass from across the country.
Cross the you know what it is.
Okay. All right. Well, since we're already on Star Wars, I'm going to tell you guys to like, comment, subscribe. It helps us. Anyway, so let's get into it. Oh yeah. So one thing I wanted to say, I want to see this other movie with Daisy Ridley in it, just so I can confirm that she actually can act. Just so I can be 100% sure.
100. What movie is this?
Any movie she's in, like anyone, I don't really care. I think she only had one other movie outside of Star Wars. Well, since she's been in Star Wars,
Oh, excuse me.
which is kind of sad. But hey,
Wait, is this the Asian chick from episode 8?
No, you're thinking of Kelly Mimi Tran.
She's pretty bad. She got
Okay.
that movie did her absolutely no justice.
Yeah, and let's face it, the Rise of Skywalker, she was just an extra.
She was there?
Damn.
I'm playing. I definitely saw her. Yeah, I'm playing off.
No, I saw her. She was there. She did a scene or two. Could you imagine going through all that emotional distress and then in the next movie you're basically an extra?
Can you imagine kissing one of the main characters and not being important in the next movie. Like, what the fuck happened?
Could you imagine being a main character and still being a dumb character?
Wow. Wow.
Can you imagine turning into a main character and then dying at the end of the movie just because?
Y'all
Could you
going hard
imagine
on
starting
this
off
person.
as one of the most
damn.
interesting characters in the movie, and then you get to the end of this trilogy, and then just like nothing fucking happens? Like you're just there. I'm talking about Finn, by the way. God damn it.
Imagine being the only villain of the whole fucking franchise.
Wow.
Damn. I didn't think about that.
Y'all got some pain in y'all. Okay.
It's like we never got past the Orochimaru phase. We just
like I'm never gonna forget this.
Purple lightsaber because you asked. You know, just no story, no.
They added it after the fact, but just initially, yeah, no story element to it.
Hey,
George, I'm Samuel Jackson, motherfucker.
I do what I want.
Can you paint that shit? Can you paint that shit purple? George, there's Sam. There's no purple lightsaber. Right?
Make it happen.
I want one. All right, give him a purple lightsaber.
I mean, it is Samuel Jackson. When nigga has like a shit before Avengers, too. I mean Marvel too.
Yeah, he was that nigga before he was that nigga. So.
More time. Keep the Grineer at bay.
Oh, but no. I even forgot.
You in too deep.
We are in too deep. We went too deep. Let's come back to the light side, of course.
The light side. I didn't say all that though, but okay.
You good on that light side.
Like, I don't know. I actually like bitches, so.
I mean, can the light side teach me how to shoot right now on my fingers? If not, then we ain't got to deal.
Technically, you became the dark side. You kind of just do it, to be fair.
What?
I'm pretty sure you're getting.
You see the last movie?
Huh?
You see the last movie?
I'm catching up.
That counts.
She did the Naruto thing. Nah, I'm not.
She did Taco Jutsu? She did Taco Jutsu?
No.
Oh, okay,
she
never
actually
mind.
just shot lightning from her hand. You don't really have to learn it.
She did it by mistake, though. So it was an
Oh
inner
yeah,
power.
Naruto just like mistakenly did Rasengan.
Yes.
Naruto just mistakenly leveled that whole fucking village.
Yes. Yes. He mistakenly beat Gaara. He mistakenly did.
I can't give you that.
Whatever.
I can't give you that. It wasn't an accident with a lot of things he
into
did.
the entire series, especially that ending part. Flimsy ass nigga. But anyway, we're here to talk about Clone Wars. For everybody who doesn't know, Star Wars Clone Wars, man, what the fuck you should know about this show? It's been what? It's been 10 years since it's been aired. Like Jesus Christ. Well, next 10 years. Anyway, it takes the Clone Wars is about the story of the Clone Wars, that thing that we didn't really need an explanation of, but the writers of Star Wars just decided, hey, let's just explain the absolute fuck out of this one period in Star Wars in particular. So let's just go with that. So yeah, it got picked up by Disney. It got canceled because that's what Disney does, and then they decided to revive it again because Disney likes money. And now we're getting a 7th and final season of.
Why is Disney so reliable as a company? See that? I want it. I want to make more money. I make more money.
I want that. Mickey, that's Fox. I want it.
Did I ask you?
How much money we got? I mean, we got a lot of money. Buy it.
He's not wrong.
I mean,
He's not wrong. I don't know what to say.
Hey, Georgia, Star Wars up for sales? No. What if I give you $4 billion?
well, shit. Now we can talk about it. It's like, all right. Then.
Right. Let me hear y'all, nigga. What you got to talk about?
Hey, Fox, is Fox for sale? Nigga, what? I want to buy you. You can't buy. I give you $71 billion right now.
Oh no, that fucking the Rocket Raccoon meme. How much for Spider-Man?
Basically.
How much for the company?
Flex.
It's a straight flexing with dollars.
The mouse gonna get that arm. You best believe.
It's happening.
What if they do buy Spider-Man for like a couple $1 billion? I don't think it's above them. I don't think someone's done that shit though. They're not.
Spider-Man?
Nah.
I think it's too big of a franchise to just do.
Like Fox.
I mean, Fox is kind of. What was good that was coming out from Fox?
X-Men.
Was it? I mean, it was okay. What X-Men movies were good? Let's go.
Wolverine.
Gotcha. Wait. Which Wolverine?
You know the one.
That ain't called Wolverine though.
Oh right. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, Logan.
Yeah,
Homie Logan.
Wolverine. Like I said.
No,
Logan
because there's a
Wolverine.
movie called The Wolverine, and that one's trash.
I know,
Antibody production.
but you knew the one I was talking about though.
I know, but we have to clarify for the audience. So
Oh, whatever. They knew what we were talking about too.
I want to hear you say it. It wasn't a test.
Well, Logan Wolverine or Wolverine Logan. You know the one, that one.
You know what it is.
That last one. Not Apocalypse. Shit, I even forgot the name of it.
Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, that one.
Trash.
Oh, you wanted good movies.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Oh, well in that case, I ain't got nothing besides Logan. So.
First Class, Days of Future Past, Logan, X-Men 2. Every other one is like a subpar or trash.
Could give you Days of Future Past.
It was, yeah. You can't, but you could. It's only 3 movies. If you take this away, there's only 2 movies.
I could give you X1. You know, X1 was cool.
Subpar.
Oh, X2. You said X2, right?
Yeah.
X3 wasn't terrible.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't Spider-Man 3.
It was worse.
Damn.
I don't know. We would have to watch that movie again. Drunk.
I just think, okay, I think it was done. In comparison to Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 was at least enjoyable. For memes.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think there's anything like funny you can pull from X-Men. I mean, they have like some really cool moments, like when Magneto moves the bridge, which is a pretty sick scene. Or that scene where like the mutants jumped in on the police force and almost obliterated them. And the scene with Wolverine running through the forest. And you know when I'm saying running, I'm
Book it.
killing people. They're dying.
He was booking and killing people. But
They were dying.
yeah, that was oh man, we completely got away from our topic.
We're going too deep, son.
Deep into these topics. Deep. But no, I'm not really excited for Clone Wars, to be honest with you. Only because Star Wars needs a break. Star Wars needs a big ass break. If it wasn't for the Mandalorian, I would say Star Wars is good.
I disagree. I think you just need to keep it waiting.
Which is why, until further notice, until somebody revives it.
John Favreau.
At least for the movies, at least.
John Favreau.
The movies need a big ass break. They need to cut that shit out because they don't have a good track record right now. The Clone Wars is a bit different. It was a fan favorite and really took off after season 2, which is ironic because that's when I stopped watching the show seriously. You know, I'll catch a couple episodes here and there.
Seriously.
Yeah, and it's funny because I did rewatch a couple of those episodes, you know, a couple storylines, and it actually got really fucking good right when I stopped.
Don't you love
watching.
that?
Say what?
I said, don't you love shit like that when that happens?
No, not really.
Sarcasm.
Because I almost thought I was for sure after watching the first 2 seasons, like, okay, well this is going nowhere.
First 2 seasons of what? I'm sorry.
Clone Wars.
Oh, the CGI?
Well, no, just not just the CGI, just, you know, the entire package as a whole. But I will say CGI is best, you know, most improved after.
Well,
like,
I meant like the CGI movie.
Oh, yes, the CGI.
Okay.
Yes.
We're all in this one together.
I, for one, thought it was going to be trash.
Yeah.
I have been told several times that I am wrong. And I have seen that I am wrong because I don't know why they could do this story better than the people who originally wrote the story. But again,
Ain't that sad?
the most.
We live in a timeline where the Clone Wars TV show is better than 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9. Like, some would argue 6. Me personally, I didn't really like 6 all that much. That was Return of the Jedi. Ewoks. Nah, we don't need that.
Oh yeah, that was really.
It
I was
wasn't.
looking at my dad, and I was like, "Really? You sure
It's
that's
not.
like, for real?"
It wasn't. It's not dumpster juice, but oh man, did they ever try to get close? I would say that's about on par with like a Spider-Man 3 or something like that. It just wasn't. Wow. It wasn't. It wasn't the send off that we needed. Like
This ain't no
Ewoks.
chief.
We're saying that, Chief.
But yeah, the show is coming back. I wish they would do this for Spectacular Spider-Man, but they're not gonna do that. So. Yeah, don't sing it because it's not coming back. It's dead.
Shit.
It's dead, son.
That's fine. We're gonna get like 5 more anyway.
Because you know they those compared to the Spectacular Spider-Man.
To be fair,
Here we go.
the Drake Bell one, even though you don't like it, went farther than the Spectacular Spider-Man one.
I'll give you this. I can tolerate Ultimate Spider-Man only because the series that succeeded it was actually bad. Like I had personal gripes with Ultimate Spider-Man, but then the new series comes out and I'm just like, shit, they completely Disney-fied. Just unremorsed. They're not even trying to hide it. They got Peter Parker in this gifted school with other gifted people, and they're all superheroes and shit. I'm like, okay, this isn't.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The Marvel's Spider-Man, the Spider-Man show that succeeded.
The short one that came out. The Spider-Man shorts that turned into something.
No, the actual show. It was a show called.
Yeah, it was a show. It was a shorts that turned into a show, right?
I don't know whether it was
like a couple years. Because like we were looking at like early clips of it.
Oh yes. Oh, in that case, yeah, you talk about those clips that they released. Then yes,
Yeah.
that show. Which is sad because it showed all the promise in the world, but then you watch it, it's like, ooh,
Not enough promise.
ooh, they just say, no, we're just gonna make you this shit all the way. Whatever teeth you thought Spider-Man had as far as storytelling, we're just gonna get rid of that shit. We're gonna give Harry Osborn an ice gauntlet. He's gonna save the city a couple times, and we're gonna get all the spider people in one place. And I'm like, okay, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this at all.
This is not what I wanted. Take me out.
Yeah, but I don't even know where they can go with Spider-Man as far as the TV show anymore. But anyway, fuck, back to Star Wars.
Going too deep, son.
You be going, we're going to, yeah, man. If you like going deep. But no,
fans want to know, like, what happens if you go to?
But no, does anybody know what happens at the end of fucking Star Wars? Does everybody know what happens at the end of Clone Wars before it got canceled?
I don't.
I know that it goes to like fast forward into the future between close to like the Darth Vader shit before Luke. But past that, I'm not sure.
Not quite. So, and this is something that I put on Twitter, and I'll get to that in 1 second. So basically, before Star Wars got clamped, wow. Follow me at. No, before Clone Wars got canceled, Anakin's apprentice, Ahsoka Tano, who actually turned out to be a really, really interesting character when everything was said and done. I wasn't expecting that. Like, she's like a fully bona fide part of the Star Wars mythos now, and it's, you like to see shit like that. She's kind of like, if I had to compare it, she's kind of like the Harley Quinn effect. Like, they just introduced her for the Batman TV show, but then she becomes like her own like thing, and she's like well received and shit like that. They did the same exact thing with Ahsoka, however you want to pronounce it. So that was actually pretty good. Because she's actually in a couple of yeah, good job there. So she leaves the Jedi Order because she got framed for something, and the Jedi Council, because they're all dumbasses apparently, said nah, because they're all dumbasses. Clearly.
Yeah, thank you. The third movie proved this.
Yeah, because they're all just completely fucking retarded. They're just going to say, hey, Ahsoka, you did it. We're going to convict you. We're going to have a trial.
That's enough for conviction, right?
The way they did her kind of dirty though. Like, you're supposed to believe people in situations like that, but y'all are going like, "Hey, we think you did it." Like, what the fuck makes you think that? Y'all are just
Some random
I
niggas.
feel like I'm not about to rant on this. I'm not getting that deep, but they were pretty retarded. So long story short, she leaves the order, and Anakin and Obi-Wan are going hiding for the duration of that season. Season 7, the conclusion is Ahsoka's coming back. Don't know, not really sure what it means, but yeah, everybody's hyped for that. Everybody's hyped to see the Stormtroopers again, or Clone Troopers. And yeah, everybody's just. A lot of people wanted the show to come back. Why? I'm not too sure. I mean, it seemed like it ended on pretty much on the highest note that you can get. Like it like with something like this, you don't want it to like actually touch like episode 3 and shit, because then it'll make everything feel all small. But that's just my personal opinion. But hot take though that I put on Twitter. I think, and they're not gonna do this because it wouldn't make any sense. I think that this last season of Clone Wars should go all the way. I think they should say
all the way to what?
All the way to episode 4. So what I mean is like everything that you saw in episode 3, just animate that shit. Because let's face it, we actually don't need episode 3 if Clone Wars is this good. They're not gonna do that, but I wish they would. It's episode 3 is actually pretty bad compared to Clone Wars, and then 1 and 2 is pretty much unwatchable if you compare it to Clone Wars. So just redo it, just animate it, but they're not going to do that because they're wimps. And yeah, like I would like to see all of it, like animate the Anakin Obi-Wan duel, shoehorn Ahsoka in there somehow, and then let's just never have to talk about the prequels ever again. I'm so serious. Clone Wars did more justice to every single character in the prequels, more than the actual movies themselves.
Wow.
Why do we need the movies? Exactly. Silence.
Wow. I don't know what to tell you, Chief.
They were that bad, Jared, because I know you didn't watch.
So you want the CGI Star Wars to like bleed into episode 4?
Not bleed into episode 4, but stop exactly where episode 3.
Where episode 3? Oh, so keep going and do that movie.
Yes.
And then just retcon that entire movie.
Yes. Retcon all the movies.
Fuck, I'm with that, to be honest.
Retcon all. I mean, I don't think you can retcon 1 and 2 because 1 is when you introduce Darth Maul, and 2 is technically the beginning.
They've already kind of
of
like
the
built
Clone
upon
Wars.
that and explained and not explained, but no, yeah, explained or gave purpose to like some of his actions in that movie, what he was doing. And shit. Yeah, he's fully within the lore.
Yeah, like it just makes sense because everybody, like Caleb, I was rewatching it with Caleb a couple episodes, and we're on like episode 4 or some shit, and he's like, yeah, this is already better than all of the prequels because Anakin is an actual character instead of this little whiny bitch for like the entire movie. But hey, the writing actually makes sense. Mini rant. I can't stand George Lucas in his writing. I just do not know. There's this one scene in episode 2 where Anakin brings back his dead mother, and the next scene with Anakin and Padme goes, "What's wrong, Anakin?" And I'm like, well, Padme, I just brought back my mother, who probably got raped by a bunch of wild men, and now she's dead, and I had to bring her back and bury her on my front porch. But no, go ahead and ask me what's wrong. It's so fucking stupid. But
Wow.
It's really dumb, Jared. I can't really describe to you how dumb it is. Maurice knows what I'm talking about, though. You just don't want to say.
I mean, I'm gonna get there soon.
The pair scene's my favorite.
Because I already
spend money on this.
I was gonna say
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to get into Star Wars because I've already watched episode 4 and 5.
It's gonna be really hard for you.
I mean, when I saw episode 4 and I looked at the lightsaber, I'm like, what is this? What am I watching? And then one of my coworkers was like, you shouldn't have watched Mandalorian first. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I really shouldn't have.
Did start with Mandalorian.
He's like, why did you watch Mandalorian first?
To be fair, if you're not a fan of like, if you're not like a movie buff or like just a fan of like, I guess you could call Star Wars vintage at this point. If you're not really a fan of like
vintage,
yeah, if you're not really a fan of like older style movies and like appreciating like how they did stuff back in the day, then you probably won't get a really good, experience with like the originals. And we all know those to be like the best ones. So if if older movies don't really do it for you, then yeah, you're gonna have a tough time getting into Star Wars, to be honest with you.
I mean, honestly, it was fine. It was just the the animations and like the lightsaber shit was kind of weird. The Yoda animatronic was all right. I mean, when I see Baby Yoda and then I see this Yoda, I'm like, damn, you've changed.
Okay, son.
I'm like, what happened to your eyes, son? Looks like you had a rough life. It's like, goddamn.
I mean, you live for 900 years.
Man has split personalities.
That'll do that to you.
It's
but
weird. Oh, good.
No, but I was just gonna say that. Yeah, it's. If I'm being really honest with myself, there are, as far as the movies go, there are more bad Star Wars movies than good Star Wars movies. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, I can totally see why someone would say like, yeah, I don't like Star Wars. I'm like, oh shit, I can't really. I used to have a debate. I don't have a debate anymore. I just don't. The prequels were bad. 80% of it. This new trilogy makes. We've already talked about it. We ain't got to talk about it no more. And then of the originals, only 2 of them are just classic movies, and then 6 are just like, take that shit with a grain of salt. So that leaves us with like 3 good movies out of 9. So it's hard, but just keep on watching The Mandalorian. You'll be alright. That's all you need. And pray to God they don't introduce a Jedi, because if they do, it's over. It's just gonna be. They're just gonna find a way to fuck that shit up.
They're teasing you with the Force and Yoda. It's like
no, because if you really think about it, everything that has a when it comes to Star Wars is actually not all that good anymore. Like not that good. Wow. But good job, Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay. Let's move on.
I was actually watching his Iron Man 1 and 2 the other day. Those were actually really good movies. Surprisingly good. I see why they had like critically acclaimed to just start off and kick off this shit.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. The first, I would say his first Iron Man is actually up there for like one of the best comic book movies of all time.
Uncut too.
Uncut?
Yeah, there's an uncut version.
Tony Stark fucks some bitches. You know, funny, I was reading that, like, yeah, Disney kind of suppressed, the bad sides of Tony Stark just a bit.
Oh, yeah, throughout the movies, yeah, but this was like before John.
Exactly.
The picture. And,
exactly. And I was like,
actually, in this version, they did have a scene where he fucked that one chick, that one reporter in the beginning.
Oh, the reporter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when you're a billionaire, you could just like look at this.
I mean, yeah, that's what the whole movie's about.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. Disney did what they had to do though. They still made a good character out of him though. I would have liked to see more of that alcoholism though. But
yeah,
they traded that in for, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Existential? Something like that. Had to. Okay. Eminem, your rapper's favorite rapper.
Your rapper's favorite rapper.
Or probably not anymore. But
no.
Your rapper's favorite rapper released a surprise album that completely took everybody by storm, or at least shocked them.
I put a shot to your system.
Yeah, yo.
That's not a good way to start this.
Oh.
So actually, you know what's funny? I actually listened to this album several times.
Yeah.
And I still can't tell you the name of it. I just looked up Eminem.
Music
and
to be murdered by.
There we go. I just looked up Eminem and I'm like, okay, this is the latest one. I'm just gonna put that on repeat a couple times. I don't think I ever sat down and actually looked at the fucking title.
Do you need to?
I remember having to just because it didn't come out. It came out on YouTube Music before it came out on Google Play. It was already out on Apple Music.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened though, which is kind of weird. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Google Play is more open on like. It almost feels like it takes them a couple hours extra to get the music when everybody else gets it. It's kind of weird. Don't ask me why.
Why?
But anyway, music to be worded by is Eminem. Hey, what is this, like a 10th album or some shit like that? It's gotta be more than that, right? Let me see. 11th.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was almost there. This is the Eminem's 11th album. Some would say the greatest rapper of all time. I would put him up there as well, obviously. And he released a new album, so we're gonna talk about said album together. Hopefully Jared listened to it.
I'm the one who posted it.
And that don't mean nothing coming from you.
You right. I didn't want you to agree. I was being sarcastic.
Okay. Initial thoughts. I like it.
Same.
I really
I
did.
thought it was a great album.
Right?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it.
I just wasn't
There
expecting to go that hard.
there were some downs. There were some downs, and it was only like 2 of them. I can almost like spot them out if I just saw them again.
Is it that party one with Juice WRLD? No, not Juice WRLD. That wasn't the party one.
I'm about to say the Juice WRLD was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think who it was.
You think about the one with Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, that was it. That was trash.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad. That one was pretty bad.
I just didn't care for the rhyming. Good rhyme scheme. I think it's just like awkward over this type of beat.
Nah, Ed Sheeran in this is just kind of weird.
I wasn't feeling the beat either though. Like not for Eminem's rap. Maybe
but
it's like a different pattern or something.
Yeah, but he does this a lot whenever he has an album. There's always that one song where kind of like isn't really like fully Eminem, if that makes any sense. Like
My flex song, y'all.
yeah, like this is the song that I want, to get everybody hooked on, to the new album.
Well, I gotta have the radio play.
I thought that was Godzilla, to be honest with you.
Oh, 100%. But this is also like the nicer.
Oh yeah, this is the one that's supposed to be playing in the clubs here.
Yeah, Godzilla not okay for the normies sometimes. Like he'll vibe with it a little bit, then he'll say some wild shit like, oh, okay, that's is he not like that the whole time or?
Nah, nigga, no. I think it was Darkness.
Oh, that's the one with his wasn't that the one about his stepfather?
Nah, that's the one called Stepdad.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm tripping.
Close, but
No.
And I think y'all are gonna hate me on this one. And Little Engine wasn't a really big. The engine go, the engine go, the engine go.
Oh, that shit.
Little engine. I'm like,
kind of reminded me of Venom, actually.
Oh, please stop.
I'm sorry.
In fact, no, that was the Venom. He does always. He kind of follows like a pattern or something. Like, all right, this is gonna be this one song, which isn't like, it's not like musically displeasing, but when you just like listening, when you sit down and listen to it, you just go,
What am I listening to?
nigga, what? Venom.
I will not lie, Venom legit grew on me. Even when I was listening to to the point where I was listening to another track called Venom, and I just started humming the hook of Eminem's Venom.
Yeah, because it's
have
so.
you heard Little Sounds Venom?
No.
That song's sick. I love that song. Her rhyme scheme's pretty dope. Rhymes aren't the best, but she has like a really good cadence in that song, and the hook's just really good. But then I just started humming the Venom song, and then or whenever I hear it, I think the Venom song might be a little underrated. And I think this is the same one with the Little Engine.
I think that
Same way, sorry.
I think that you think it's a meme, and that's why you remember it. Yeah, I think it's like the Spider-Man 3 effect for you.
To be fair, all pop songs are usually memes. Like this is probably an extreme example, but Hotline Bling.
Oh god, that defines memes, honestly.
Yeah, but Little Engine Go?
I don't think it's to the meme level of Hotline Bling, but it's kind of like
Or Venom.
Or Venom, yeah. It's good. It can get there, basically.
It's sad because I can feel that he was trying with the song. Like
maybe he was trying to meme.
It looked like he was trying to. It sounds like he was trying to go back to his Eminem Show days. Because I remember there was several tracks on Eminem Show that'll just go like, and that's like my favorite M album. So don't get me wrong, because I love Eminem Show. But there are some songs on Eminem Show that makes you go, it's too nostalgic. I'm just gonna keep on listening to it, like Square Dance, if y'all remember that. Y'all probably don't.
That's what me.
Thank you. This is
like that song.
I love that song, but I can't deny that it's ridiculous. I'll never play it on like Kicking Back with the Homies. It's like a guilty pleasure, you know.
Oh
like,
shit! There's a lot of songs like that for me. I can't really play my actual playlist.
My actual playlist. I can't go too deep on y'all.
Nah, y'all ain't ready for all that. Y'all need to calm down.
Yeah, y'all not ready for these anime endings. Y'all not ready. Fall Out Boy.
Yo.
None of this.
Oh yeah, like at the fucking New Year's Eve party.
Oh
we
right.
just gonna jump straight into it.
Oh, I wasn't playing no games. I told everybody like, yeah, when we get in there, I'm about to be playing some anime shit. And I wasn't fucking joking. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
I was this close to playing Freddie Mercury.
Like everyone in there knows what we're about. Like this is, we might as well just own up to it.
I don't think Naomi did though. I bet Naomi was like, what the fuck? Are these niggas playing cartoons? What the fuck?
Some of those rests go so hard though. Like I know.
They do though. We'll get her hit one day.
Like Static Shock.
Okay, we're not.
Sorry, he has a death battle coming up, and I've been like deep diving into his some of his old cartoons.
Oh shit! Against who?
Miles Morales.
Static Shock versus Miles Morales.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad one.
Yeah, you know who got that though? Easy.
I honestly, Easy.
I think it's a bit closer than you think.
Static.
I mean, obviously Static's gonna win, but I think it's gonna be a little bit closer.
No, but I don't know if this is gonna be easy.
Bruh, he stopped the Justice League single-handedly. I don't need anything else beyond that. It wasn't
You talking about that shit with Brainiac?
Yeah. He fought them to submission. Everyone but Superman because he wasn't there. And
yeah, what? So yeah,
okay,
just make sure that's clear.
Try to be as transparent as possible so I don't seem wild. I feel like it seemed like an easy victory at this point. Man, he stopped Martian Manhunter, who's probably one of the stronger heroes next to Superman. And he brought Wally West Flash. And I say Wally West for a specific reason.
Yeah.
Just to let you know what type of speed we're dealing with here. He stopped Wally West Flash dead in his fucking tracks. Through magnetism.
I can give you that. Okay. I don't know about easy, but I can give you that.
Son, he has some ridiculous fucking feats. Like, once they hit second season, your man just goes off the fucking wall and just does literally everything. And then at the end of their season, like I could just list off like a whole bunch of other feats, but at the end of their season, at the end of the whole show, he lost his powers, got them back, and got like a significant power boost, like a noticeable power boost from what Gear was saying. So that I feel like this is an easy. I feel like this is an easy match.
Haruka Kanata.
Okay.
Were you singing while I was breaking this down? Son of a bitch.
Damn.
Anyway, back to Eminem. What did y'all think of Godzilla?
I liked it. It's reminiscent of this Jaron Benton song I heard.
I'm really surprised you didn't say that.
There was a song I listened to, like it was a meme song, but the beat reminded me so much of it though. And I was like surprised that M rapped over that one. It's Eminem, he knows how to rap beats, but god damn. I was like,
yeah, I didn't.
Huh?
Yeah, you haven't heard Roman's Revenge, have you?
I don't think I have.
It's that Nicki Minaj song that he's on.
And y'all know Juice WRLD's the one that died, right?
Yeah.
Rest in
I was
peace.
making sure.
That was literally like a week after the fact, I think, that this album came out.
Nah, it's
No,
more than a week.
like a
but-
month. It's almost 2
Longer?
months.
Almost 2 months? Oh, I'm happy there's somebody else that died then.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say like it's obviously pre-recorded, but yeah, rest in peace, Juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah. PSA. Yeah, stop doing those pills, kids. It's not where it's at. Niggas dying over this shit now. It's
Literally.
starting to become uncool.
He even has on him about that shit with what's his name? Was it I Will? It was with a Crooked Eye and was it Royce the 5'9"? He even mentioned that shit too.
Yeah, like let's
chill.
put this little phase behind us. And at this point, you guys look like glorified junkies at this point. So it's starting to get annoying now. Take care of yourself, damn. Niggas like dropping like flies out here. Shit crazy. Anyway, back to music. Back to music to be murdered by after segue about death and not doing drugs.
You notice on this album, like, he pushed a lot more Royce the 5'9"?
I've been noticing he's been pushing Royce a lot, and I'm not sure why.
I mean, first off, rapping, he's just kind of like one of the gods, in my opinion. Like, Book of Ryan was a dope fucking album. I feel like lyrically, like, that's one of the closer people to Eminem at this point.
I think it's because I have a bad taste in my mouth from that one surprise song that they hyped up, but
Caterpillar?
I think that was it.
Caterpillar's amazing.
I'm about to say I like Caterpillar.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Eminem went the fuck off on that song, just so you know.
Yeah, he
God
Eminem
damn.
did go the fuck off on that song. Yes, he did.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going with that. All right.
Oh, you don't feel like Royce came at the same time?
No.
Really? Well, I mean, yeah, Eminem was definitely more. Even in the video, Eminem was just more energetic than Royce was. But I feel like, go ahead.
I feel that if Eminem wasn't on this song, I would like Royce the 5'9" a little bit more. If this was a Royce the 5'9" song without Eminem.
Oh, you feel as though you got outshined? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
And I think Eminem actually has to be careful with shit like that. Like, he could just easily jump on the track and just outshine the niggas.
I mean,
that you trying to
clearly fucking not, because here we are with Royce on 3 fucking tracks with him. Not to mention, like, you got, think about, like, what was one of the most positive things you've said about, what's that dude's name? Kendrick Lamar. Like, when he jumps on a track, he just owns that shit. That was the one thing you've always said about him. And you love that fact. That's just what Eminem does.
Yeah, true. I can't really take away that fact. I did say that. That don't mean I got like Royce the 5'9" though.
Like, don't get it twisted.
Maybe I should like, what's his best album? I'll give it a spin.
Listen to Book of Ryan. That was like one of his more recent projects.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. 'Cause
Actually, Caterpillar is on Book of Ryan.
Right.
Probably gonna hate
Oh
Book of Ryan.
well, I'll just censor Eminem's entire verse and
You
then...
can't. You're gonna listen to it like 5 times. It's just that good.
Oh shit. Okay, well
Have you heard the verse?
well from him?
Yeah.
I can't remember it.
Oh, okay.
I just remember that he just got completely outshined. Like
I mean, you're not wrong.
like I was expecting like some level of like you know what I'm looking for. I can't even say it right now. I can't talk.
Competition in bars.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I was
Good luck with
expecting him to dumb himself down just a tad and Royce to bring his like A game, but it just wasn't enough. Like like Jesus Christ, man. Like you sound like you're out of breath.
Not gonna lie, I'm really about to go listen to like Caterpillar after we're done with the show.
Right?
I'm listening to it right now. I like the beat.
It's a really good song. So
really
unexpected.
After listening to this album, it does make me realize that I indeed craving a little bit more lyricism in my rap. I would like some rap in my rap now.
Right?
Again.
Oh, that's good. That's cool.
I mean, it's not full.
You're
It's not
still
like
in the
full
clear.
blown. I still
No
have a
detection
respect
for
of
sensors.
both halves of the medium. But you know, when you spend like a little bit too much time on one side, you come on this other side and you go like, oh wait a minute, this is actually pretty refreshing. I like the wordplay, and dog M's wordplay in this album is fucking
Yo.
we'll get to that in a
Yeah.
moment.
There's a lot more structure to it too. Like as an album, Kamikaze kind of felt like it was kind of like it's attacking everyone. Like it just like Spartaned up, summoned his clones, and just like created a shield with the fucking spear, just like started poking at everybody. But this one seems like it's taking you more so on a path, like a traditional album would, or I would argue even a traditional Eminem album would, like Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem Show, as you said, or Marshall LP 1 and 2. So
I think it's mostly because it actually not only what you just said, it actually just sounds like that Eminem fun. Like making music again. Like I didn't get that from Revival, mostly probably because it was bad. And Kamikaze did kind of felt like, hey, this is just a response to everybody being, shitting Revival. Not that Kamikaze wasn't a bad album. I just don't hold it as a high standard as you do. But I think that this is a good return to form. This reminds me of the pre-relapse. I think it was relapse, the pre-relapse days. And I do miss that.
Yeah, facts. A lot of people do.
Yeah. I really hope this becomes a trend, though. It's not, but bring a little bit more.
Us agreeing or
no? Damn. A little bit more, wordplay, a little bit more lyricism in mainstream rap.
That's all I listen to, honestly, because the other stuff, it's like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't like hit the same chords as it should. Like I had like kind of a Chance Mode. He's not a lyrical rapper, and
more so than most of them other niggas. So
I mean, yeah, he rhymed cat with hat once. I think that was cool.
Wow.
I did have a moment where I just like took a step back from like the lyrical stuff, but I feel like this is kind of like what I thrive for, like the wordplay. The fucking rhyme schemes, the hard beats, which is why I like go to like people like Tech Nine, Aesop Rock, Eminem, of course.
It's energetic.
It's super energetic. It's great for working out too and playing. Yeah. Jaron Benton though, that's where I get hood nigga shit.
Yeah, but I might just go back and listen. I think I just listened to M's entire discography though, like a couple months ago, so I probably won't do it again so soon. But I might just give it another spin. I do miss shit like this. No offense to like the Travis Scotts and the other niggas, and I say Travis Scott because that nigga ain't got no lyrical ability at all. I know Kid's gonna like flame me a couple seconds, but I'm sorry, I'm just calling a spade a spade. That man can make some dope ass beats, but that nigga can't rap and save his life. I'm sorry, he just can't do it. And then when he tries, it doesn't sound like it. So,
is it at least like, does he say like some deep, meaningful stuff when he raps, or is it just kind of?
Nope, I'm the highest in the room. You probably don't even know. I don't. So,
I know how you know. That's literally how it goes.
No, like that's like I'm the highest in the room. Now imagine that for like the entire song. That's like the structure.
So that's kind of like a Jaron Benton record, but he actually rapped. He rapped with some, he actually has lyrics like more in depth lyrics, actual bars. Let's just call them bars. He has bars.
Surprisingly,
and he's also like homophobic, probably.
Wow. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I think a lot of
his earlier shit, son, like he was.
Is he black?
Yeah.
Is he above 40?
Huh?
Is he over 40?
Maybe, nigga. I can never tell these days.
I almost kind of like expect shit like that with black men over like a.
Oh, he's almost 40.
Toxin secured.
So like like our fathers, they didn't really appreciate that homosexual shit all that much. They did not. Ooh.
Use it to prepare the toxin.
No sir. Anyway, one dude who's been kind of like bridging the gap for me a little bit as far as like production and lyricism is actually the Baby. I didn't expect that from a nigga who calls himself the Baby, but his album was actually pretty good. And his last album was actually pretty good. If you have some time, check out his last album. I forgot the fucking name of it that fast. But
wait, are you talking about going Baby on Baby? Is that what we're talking about?
Was it Baby? No, not Baby on Baby. I think it was Kurt.
Can you make me?
Yes.
For the album?
Oh, I can't, but I can get you the name of it.
Yeah, send it to me in text. I'll check that out.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
But yeah, he's showing some promise. Like
okay.
He's getting up there.
So no lie, right? I remember an interview with this dude, and he was talking about how, cause he's hot right now, like everyone's talking about him. But there was an interview where he's like, man, I got the creativity of old school Kanye, the consistency of Lil Wayne, and the diversity of Drake. I'm like, all right, I think you gassing yourself up a little bit too much, my guy.
But
You-
I personally wouldn't go that far, but he is 2 for 2 right now.
I'm about to say I can give you the consistency of Lil Wayne, kinda. Like not up there
What do
like
you
that.
mean, like consistency? Like what Lil Wayne consistency are we talking about?
I'm talking about how his whole fortune came from just the sales of his music.
Oh, okay. Right.
That type of consistency, like, and I'm gonna say you're getting there. Like you are making some pretty consistent, like selling music, but you're not up there with Lil Wayne like that.
Yeah, you need to his last 2 albums came out in the same year, and they were pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like say you're wrong. It's just you're not there yet, my guy.
Yeah, but
You're not wrong. You're just not right either.
Right?
he has potential. Let's see what happens.
Right, yeah.
Let's see what he does when the hype dies down a little bit. Can he produce another big project that's actually really good?
Like, can you keep it going? Like, you're hot right now, but can you keep this going? Can you be relevant for another like couple years?
Yeah, let's see you mess up and then like come back after that, because even your favorite artist does mess up. Some of it, sometimes, several times. It's some people. Yeah. But yeah, he's 2 for 2. I can give him that. But
I can't give him the diversity of Drake. I'm sorry, I can't do that shit.
Yeah,
I don't know where that came from. My God.
I'm not memeing, but is Drake diverse? I'm asking. I don't personally listen to his music. That's just...
I mean, well, here's the thing. I have never sat down in the 10 years this nigga's been out. I've never sat down and listened to a Drake album.
So
I'm sorry. When I think of Drake, I just don't think of albums.
when I think of so I guess when people say like that Drake is like the most diverse rapper or whatever, he goes from like I guess hood shit to like pop songs to like new shit like to like I guess love songs like type of slow like huh?
Well, based on his singles, I can definitely.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like his whole albums go from like, oh yeah, I'm rapping and I'm country and then rock. Like, nah, I wouldn't say shit like that. Just like he has like different flows he can just like swap to in the studios. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't want to like put all my chips into like one artist anymore, because I did that with Chance the Rapper, and
I said, hey, ma.
I mean, I still like Chance, but dog,
Big Day wasn't it?
Big Daddy wasn't.
Big Day's not even a thing to me. Like,
Yeah,
I listened to that shit twice, and I'm just like, yeah, this is garbage. Like,
he's doing like rhythm and flow now though, so that's good.
he's doing rhythm and flow. What you mean?
Rhythm and flow. Have you? Oh, it's like the that American Idol show, but for rappers.
Oh, that
T.I.
doesn't make me feel better at all.
I mean, you know.
I just feel that you might want to focus on your music there, Chad, before you start critiquing other nigga music. So.
I mean, he's kind of already proved himself.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
He has. He made what?
Did he not do all that shit like independent?
He did. That's 2 mixtapes.
He got pretty big.
I mean, quote unquote independent. He got a lot of help from Apple. So.
No, yeah, fair.
And I remember they
Not
was
to
like
mention, like he knows a lot of like celebrities and shit like that. So, is he really alone? Yeah, no, I feel you.
Man could have pulled out some Kanye production if he really wanted to. He just decided not to.
Yeah.
He's like, I got this, fam. I got this.
You're friends with Obama. Yeah, everything should be an orchestra, in my opinion.
I give you acid rap though. I think acid rap was completely him, and that deserves to be.
I love acid rap.
Acid rap.
Yeah, acid rap is my shit. I like that.
I don't care what anybody says. Coloring Book is an album. It's like a.
I like Coloring Book.
Album. Yeah, and I say it's an album. Like he's trying to push it. Oh, it's a mixtape. No, nigga, this is an album. Okay.
Oh, I kinda think they're all mixtapes for sure.
Damn.
Because
when you're independent, like
acid rap is a full-on mixtape, but come on, man, Apple paid for half of that shit. Like it was on Apple first before. No, nigga, you can't call this a mixtape. No, what the fuck? That's like if I get a couple $100 million from Sony and say, nah, I'm independent. No, nigga, you're not
What?
technically independent.
your Apple is.
You're getting that money independently, maybe.
Apple, like.
Yeah, exactly. You're the first artist on Apple's label.
Right.
Apple's label.
Yeah, let's not do this.
Apple
You
Records.
give it these other niggas who make the big day, and I don't even know who that shit is.
Watch in like 2 years, we're gonna see some shit called Apple Records.
I don't think he's signed still. I think Big Day is
manufactured a chemosite.
still.
Who did this? Because it has to be under somebody. I just don't know who that shit is. Probably some shit. Like, it's not
I
that.
do his record. I mean, his record like this.
Possible. Who nigga was Def Jam?
So police.
That doesn't make any sense.
What do you
It
mean?
makes no sense because it just. Look, man, we need to stop giving chance to rappers all these fucking passes. Okay? Like we really, he is, and I'm calling him out. Like we need to stop this shit. How you win album of the year, but technically your album isn't an album?
Wait, Big Day was album of the year?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, please don't do that.
I'm like, how? Everybody hated it. Like
Everybody hated it and
Another
loved
album.
it at the same time. I think I would rap album won best album of the year last year. I think it was something stupid mainstream like the Kendrick album or something like that. But no, Kendrick didn't release nothing last year. I forgot who fucking won last year. Shit. It wasn't Tyler. I can't
You
remember.
sure it was Tyler?
It wasn't Tyler.
It was definitely Cal. It had to be Calvin. So he ain't got no stereo.
What the fuck?
So you go down the street, go to your barber shop, they listening to it.
Please
go next
stop.
door to your neighbor,
Please stop.
they listening
Stop.
to it.
I see what you're doing.
Your
I
grandma,
acknowledge you.
you
No,
took the
stop.
apple
No,
pie-
stop.
I've acknowledged you enough.
You took the apple pie out the oven,
I
smell
ma-
it, smelling good. You feed it to your dog, you listen to it. Like,
Son, I don't know what the fuck is here. I make
Yes,
music
I mean,
that people
God's
actually
amazing,
listen
dog.
to.
we the
I
best.
make music for the barbershop. And like, nigga, what are you talking about?
I love the raps. He goes.
Like, and it's just sad. I can kind of see where you're coming from. You make music that niggas actually listen to, but at the same,
Yeah, that's a fair point.
you can't be salty that you lost.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like calling Tyler's album mysterious is just kind of whack. Like, yeah, nigga, your shit was okay in like 2010, but we've moved on. You know, we're actually looking for progression in our audience, not like promoting
fair.
and bringing together other people's work.
There was a couple singles on the DJ Khaled album that was. Some of them.
Yeah, I
wasn't
know, but
pretty
it's like I don't think he's changed. Like, I mean, well, he's like I wouldn't even say he's changed because he doesn't. I don't feel like he presents his artistic view on these
DJ
albums.
Khaled.
Or progresses his artistic view on these albums.
He's a DJ, so he's not even a fucking rapper. What do you got to progress?
He's not a DJ either. He's a promoter.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a producer. That's just his name.
No, he doesn't even produce.
What?
No, he does. He literally just puts people in the room and have them make a song. That's it.
So
To be fair, that he deserves some credit for the clairvoyance of bringing Nipsey Hussle, that other nigga, that light skinned nigga, I forgot his name, on one song. That shit was brilliant.
I keep thinking that this dude. Every time I hear DJ Khaled, I'm like, oh, he produced this beat. Okay, that's his producer tag. All right, cool.
I
He's
thought
just-
I thought the
he's
same
just-
thing, but no.
he's just
He
there?
doesn't do any of that. He just
Wow.
sits around and makes money. That's it. Like,
I gotta give him credit for finessing it. God damn, you just be around famous people, you just get money like that. Okay.
John Legend, there we go. John Legend. Then they have the nerve to put DJ Khaled as artist. Man, shut the fuck up.
He said,
he was
fake it till you
there. He
make it,
put
son.
them together. So he had his input.
What's the
Nah,
saying?
I
If
don't
you
like
lie
that.
loud enough, people will believe
Nah, I
you.
like that.
The infestation.
Oh, you know what was a really good album last year? This album by Big Crit. I don't think that got enough attention as it did. That was actually a really good album. It should have won rap album of the year, but let's face it, nobody. It's not about the music. It's just popularity contest. We already know this stuff. But anyway, back to Eminem.
Too deep.
Deep topics. Deep. It was good. I'm trying to figure out let me look at this again. What were my standouts? Godzilla.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I didn't expect you to like Yaya as much as I did, but that shit bumped incredibly hard.
It really did. I
And
was like,
everyone,
like, damn, is there a Wu-Tang track after this one too?
Right?
Please.
that was the one that
He
was
said
like,
Ghostface. I heard Ghostface. Is he here?
that was the one where they were like, that was the one where they were hyping up their squad, right?
Slaughterhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
And he took the shots at fucking Joe, son.
You always got to take those
Joking.
shots at Joe, son.
Right?
Huh?
Think you
You always got
got
to take the shots at Joe.
Joe came out like recently and said, yo, yeah, I always thought Eminem was a great artist. I think he's awesome. I don't think you should keep dissing me. But that just is what it is.
Yeah, okay.
Like, just said you
Okay.
were a better artist than Eminem.
You had a
Now
better
he's
run than
calling
Eminem.
Yeah, that shit was extra wild. Joe, I like Joe. He's very entertaining. He's entertaining to listen to, but sometimes he goes too far. And I'm like,
he just goes really wild. Like he just like that part of his brain where it just tells him to stop. Like he doesn't have that.
like,
It's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't say that, nigga. Fuck that. I say what I want.
Exactly. Now he's like the fucking Yamcha of every Eminem album. Like real talk.
That's mean.
Am I wrong?
No. Anyway, Godzilla, yeah, I will.
Yes. I love that.
I want
one.
to say Little Engine just to.
I like Stepdad. Stepdad was actually pretty good. I thought I relate to it, but I thought it was a pretty good song.
But so you want to tell her?
Nah.
The mixer is
I got Stepmom. So,
Unfortunately, Anderson .Paak is one of my favorite artists out right now. But this,
I like him too.
this song didn't do it though. It's just their styles are just clashing a little bit too hard, and it's hard to get into it.
I agree with that. I almost feel like it doesn't like showcase Anderson .Paak's like talent.
Neither am like it's just man, which is really sad. I really like Anderson. I really do, but this doesn't work.
It may take some time to grow on me, but I do appreciate that he is paying attention at least to like what the liked artists are and putting them on his music.
Yeah.
So I love that willingness to like kind of work with everybody who isn't like fucking Joe Button or Nick Cannon.
He's trying. I even thought the song with Young Ma was.
Oh, on accommodations, I think it was.
Yeah.
Unaccommodating.
I'm accommodating.
That
Yeah.
wasn't even that one wasn't all that bad.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't
unfortunately,
mention
locked it
Darkness either. Darkness had a really good video.
It did.
up. Oh, had a video? Oh shit.
Yeah. It was like we can talk about like next week, but like it was a messaging about like gun violence and stuff like that. Yeah, it was really good.
I'm actually kind of sad I will never see a Godzilla music video. I'm actually kind of sad right now.
Can we talk about it?
Nah, it's all good. Rest in peace, Juice. God damn.
Anyway, ratings.
I'll say like maybe like a 9. I was gonna say 8, but
I
then
would, yo, stop
I
doing
just
that.
like
Stop doing that.
I was gonna say 8, but I just like so many songs here. Like it's hard not to like this album.
Yeah. Ah,
This
damn.
is a
I guess
step in the right direction for him.
No, Kamikaze was a step in the right direction. This is just like
he's like, all right, I calmed down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. That too.
I mean, Kamikaze stumbled a little bit to me. But I guess that's it. I'm going 8.
I'm gonna have to give it a 9.
I'll say 10.
I'll take 10.
Hard
No.
10.
I think that we should keep on listening to the album.
Yeah.
Never
No,
review
I definitely plan on it.
I'm
Like,
about to say, I've
I
only listened to it 3 times.
Yeah, same. I don't think I listened to it enough. You know.
Yeah. I think I'm still stay at 8 though. But
I mean, yeah, I don't think that's a bad score at all. I think that's
That's fine.
yeah, there's a lot to like here. There's a lot to digest.
Especially like if you're being like super critical about it, like I feel like this could just be a strong 8. But I just think 9. Cause, honestly, mostly just because like I like this type
Personal
of music
bias.
where-
That's fine. Yeah,
Personal bias. Yeah,
yeah.
there we go. I'm allowed to have it at least
Yeah,
3 times a week.
it's your opinion.
As a reviewer. He did the thing, guys.
I just like that he actually chose beats that actually sound good. On the,
Yeah, I
Beat
was
select- yeah,
listening
beat
to it,
selection
I
was
literally
really
thinking,
good
Like,
here.
oh, I'm just gonna like this shit. Every beat's like hard.
yeah.
Every beat.
Not everyone, but
I disagree. But
That's cigarette.
I wouldn't say everyone.
yeah.
But Indian goes. bro.
It's growing on you. The fact that it's growing on you like that, I feel like makes it like
Because it's funny.
At least a 7 or 8.
Because it's funny. It's funny. It's a funny song.
It's fine. So was Hotline Bling. Hotline Bling was a whole meme.
But that was
Hey,
a
We
what
still
the hell
meme
I'm
it.
blaming?
We still meme it. 4 years later, we still
I
meme
can
it.
only be one thing. Ever since I left the city, you.
I don't know what that meme was talking about at all. But everybody went with it though. But oh shit, we didn't talk about Justice League. We'll
Can we
see.
say that for next week?
Yeah, we'll save it for next show.
We went deep.
Yeah, guys, that was our review of going deep into this Eminem album. And you know what, guys? I think we go even deep. I don't know where I got that from somewhere. I just forgot where. Yeah, this is the IMO podcast. We're gonna go ahead and start signing off from here because you know you can't be deep all the time.
You gotta pull out sometime.
Jeez.
Okay. You ever talk about that? Yeah, son, that's what it's called when you deep all the time. Sometimes I just want to watch these white people and then be happy. Nah, he's so tough. My brother, you watching the milk people and you giving them your money, which is your bread, my brother. So that means you giving the milk people your bread.
Okay.
I guess I'm the only person that ever talked to those niggas on the street.
Yeah.
Yep. I just keep walking past me.
Like, yep, you have a good day, sir. I gotta catch a bus. Walks in my
You
car.
too, fellow religion.
Jesus' name is not Jesus. Jesus' name is not Jesus. Ha ha ha. God, those niggas.
Burn in hell. But I don't want to
Jesus'
burn.
name is Yahweh, and He will and is black. Okay. I love those guys. You gotta figure it out. Anyway, that is the IMO Podcast.
The emo podcast? Okay.
The IMO Podcast.
Rebranding ourselves.
I mean,
You can find us
the
based
I.
up in Hot Topic.
the I can make an E sound sometimes. So
Can you give me a word where the I makes the E sound, where the I is in front of a word? I need an example.
where the I's are in front of the word.
Yeah, when the I is the beginning letter and it makes the E sound, I need an example. I'll wait.
Guys, that's the IMO podcast. 94, and we're gonna go ahead and sign off right now.
Peace out, folks.